If you were in the market for a new tablet in 2025, it was actually a pretty good year with quite a few options for pretty much every budget. But today I thought I would go over what are some of the best budget or affordable tablets around $300 or less that I bought and tested on the channel so far. I believe there were 3 of the 25 or so tablets that I didn't have to buy. So yeah, it was a pretty expensive year as usual. Leave a comment down below if I missed any tablet or if you want to add one to the list, but let's go ahead and get started. There's actually 2 Redmi Pad tablets in this list. Probably depends on what size you're looking for, but the Redmi Pad 2 you should be able to find for less than $200, and it's going to have 5 major software updates with 7 years of security updates, which is really good, just a little bit less than Samsung. It's got an 11-inch display at 2.5K resolution, up to 90 Hz refresh rate. Unfortunately, you won't get workstation or video out on this one like you do with the Xiaomi Pad 7, but with the longer software support and the nice screen quality, not to mention this one got about 9 hours in my typical battery drain test at 100% screen brightness, so definitely one of the better ones out there as far as battery life goes. You can also use the Redmi Smart Pen on here as well if you want to draw, take notes, or that kind of thing. The Redmi Pad 2 is definitely one of the better, more affordable options out there. I think one of the better, more affordable tablets from Lenovo is the Idea Tab Pro, starting at under $300. One downside is it's only got 2 years of major software updates, 4 years of security updates. Nice thing is this has video out, so you can use an HDMI adapter to connect to a TV, projector, or external monitor. That's something that I think all tablets should have. It's got a MediaTek Dimensity 8300 processor, and it's got a nice and large 12.7-inch LCD display at 3K resolution and up to 144 Hz refresh rate. It also has a quad JBL speaker system, which makes it one of the better sounding tablets out there. It's definitely one of the better options for playing different types of media and productivity as well. It's also a little more powerful than the Idea Tab Plus from Lenovo. It's got a higher resolution screen, higher refresh rate as well. To me, one of the biggest downsides to tablets from Lenovo is the lack of software support, especially if you compare it to Samsung and Apple. Now the Redmi Pad 2 Pro that I just looked at here recently starts just over $250. I believe it comes with 4 years of major software updates, 6 years of security updates. It's got a pretty large 12.1-inch, 2.5K resolution display, up to 120 Hz refresh rate. It's also got one of the largest batteries out of all these tablets at 12,000 milliamp hours. So it's going to have really good battery life, smoother visuals. It's also more powerful than the Redmi Pad 2 with a Snapdragon 7S Gen 4 processor. It also works with the Redmi Smart Pen as well if you need to take notes or do some drawing. I'm not quite sure why the software support isn't as long on this one as the Redmi Pad 2, so kind of personal preference on which one to go with between those two. But overall, pretty nice option if you're looking for something a little larger and that has good battery life as well. Another tablet from Lenovo that could be a more affordable option for some people is the Idea Tab Plus. It only costs just over $200, so one of the cheaper ones on this list. Again, one of the downsides is you only get 2 years of major software updates and 4 years of security updates, so it definitely could be better there. But this one has really nice build quality. It's got a 12.1-inch display at 2.5K resolution and up to 90 Hz refresh rate. I know with mine, the Lenovo Tab Pen was included, which is always nice to have. I think having pen support on something at this price range is definitely going to be an advantage over something like the Galaxy Tab A9 Plus. It just all depends on what you need to do on your tablet. It's not going to be as powerful as the Idea Tab Pro, but still good enough to do some light gaming on. And at 12.1 inches, it doesn't feel too large to reach things on the screen. So still a pretty good size in my opinion when it comes to a tablet, and really just not a bad option. I feel like the Xiaomi Pad 7 is another good option if you're looking for an Android tablet. Starts a little above $300. I believe it's getting 4 years of software updates, 6 years of security. It's got the Snapdragon 7 Plus Gen 3 processor, and it's got one of the nicer displays at up to 144 Hz refresh rate at over 3K resolution. So it's going to be pretty smooth for gaming and productivity. It also has Workstation, which is their desktop mode, somewhat similar to Samsung DeX. It's definitely a good all-arounder as far as performance, screen quality, and battery life goes. It also has pen support, and this is one of the few ones that actually has video out. So you can use an HDMI adapter to connect to a projector, TV, or external monitor. I just tested out the new Galaxy Tab A11 here recently. Probably the biggest upgrade for this tablet over the previous version is it gets 7 years of major software updates and security updates, which is gonna be better than pretty much every other tablet under $200. I think this one starts around 170. It also now has a 90 Hz refresh rate, upgraded from 60 in the previous version. Unfortunately, it doesn't work with the S Pen and it doesn't have Samsung DeX, but it's probably going to be just powerful enough to do most basic things that you would need to on a smaller tablet like this. And the size is 8.7 inches. The build quality on here is actually pretty nice as well. Again, probably one of the best small entry-level tablets that you can get right now. I do still wish it was a little more powerful though. Now, if you're looking for a Samsung tablet that has the S Pen included, the new Galaxy Tab S10 Lite is going to be the cheapest option that they have right now. And it also has 7 years of software support. Actually, I think they have that across their entire lineup now, which again is going to be better than pretty much any other Android tablet out there. It's got a 10.9-inch display, basically 11 inches, up to 90 Hz refresh rate. Probably the biggest reason to get this one would be for the S Pen. It's nice they're still including the S Pen for this one, which is one of the best ways to draw, take notes, or just move around the software. It also has Samsung DeX if you want to be a little more productive. Quality on this one is pretty nice as well. Very similar to some of the other more expensive Samsung tablets. It also has better performance than the previous Galaxy Tab S6 Lite. I think a little better screen quality as well. Again, if you're looking for pen support on a more affordable tablet, this is probably the one that most people should get. Now, if you need more performance, probably the tablet with the best performance in this price range is going to be the iPad 11. It starts a little bit above $300, but with a lot of sales going on right now, you could probably find it even less. Apple doesn't advertise how many years of software updates that it's going to get, but going off of their history, I would say probably 5 to 7 years. It's got the A16 Bionic chip, and it's a pretty balanced experience to get some work done, or if you want to play some games, this is probably one of the better options out there. Another feature that most of these tablets don't have is video out. If you want to use an HDMI adapter to connect to a TV, projector, or external monitor, I feel like it has pretty nice screen quality. It's right around 11 inches. Actually, this one's really good at drawing as well, even though the Apple Pencil is going to be an extra cost. But again, if you want the tablet with the best performance, this is probably going to be one of the better tablets out of this group, especially considering the price. So hopefully this video gave you some ideas. If you're in the market for a new budget or more affordable tablet, I think I'll try to go up to the next step, or maybe I'll do mid-range and more expensive tablets combined. There's actually quite a few of them, so we'll have to see how it goes. Plus, I have a lot more stuff that I'm working on as usual, so you'll want to keep an eye out for those upcoming videos. So if you've made it this far into the video, you may want to say thanks by subscribing, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful. This is Brian from Fishbee Productions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.